Lies, tell me lies, baby, tell me how you hate me.
We are back, guys, with week 2. We're gonna do a press conference. This is a bit different of Madden. Very happy, okay? There's somewhat different. He's happy. Who deserves a better? The offense deserves credit. It's pretty cool. We'll give it to Skippy. So stay tuned for this episode as we show you some of the highlights from the last episode. And here they are.
He'll drop to throw.
Hands it off to his boy, Nate, and Nate will score for the end zone! Touchdown!
And they'll go on the ground.
Easy money!
And into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Skippy with a TD.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots have taken
Oh,
the
wow,
lead.
never mind, that's Kurt. Wow, Kurt. Wow.
And curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go.
All right,
Intercepted.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be.
And if all you guys do want to see that, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the game against the Seattle Seahawks with the 1-0 Seattle.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots' speedy running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Patriots and the Seahawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It looks like we're going to be receiving football at halftime, so we're going to kick it off.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories.
Week 2 underway in Foxborough.
On EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is
Make sure you like the video, guys.
Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 19 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Got him in the backfield!
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
New England sack behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely, 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. But you look at this Patriots defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
This is caught inside the 15.
What?
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Smith now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Walker fighting for the end
One
zone.
more,
He lost the
Steve!
football. It's out. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Thought they were going to fight there for a second.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a first carry here for the running back.
Ooh.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This now a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his
He's off his
target.
boy
That's
Nate, and
complete.
Nate's wide
He's going to have
open.
the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's
Come
gonna
on,
be
where is
taken
my
down.
blocking?
Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. A spin and some strong running. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in week 2. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows.
Money, touchdown, New England.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were very good in the
guys, who do you want to win?
Over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
And that should be the quarter, guys, for the first.
Definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Smith. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
And at first,
6-3 is our score after one.
Up
It's
6
the NFL
to
on
3.
EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And now they'll run it here off tackle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Oh, I'm glad that was not picked.
Off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hell yeah.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4.
Oh,
and
jeez,
now
I hope
it's
he
2nd
died.
and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Get out of here.
Running lanes non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play action. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And Smith here, an audible at the line. In motion, the tight end. Now Geno. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time.
We get
That winds up going for 31. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Smith. Incomplete.
Whoa, no.
Because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now it's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
We gotta
and
answer.
the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
And you might be able to get a 2 for 1 without ever even giving up the football.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Escaping the pressure right. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good.
Come on,
so
slide.
Very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down
I
the
gotta
coast
use
to
the kicking.
Orlando
I
for
want the
Jonathan
kicking
Coachman
this
at our
year.
EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had 4 catches in those first 2 quarters, one of which wound up a touchdown. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter. But it's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first.
Intercepted!
It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room
almost
trailing,
perfect
so
in the
that
NFL.
first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the interception, here's Smith. Staying on his feet. This is caught inside.
Are you kidding me, bro?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Come on, defense, step up.
From the gun, it's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a second and 14 now after the loss.
That stings.
Throwing now is Gino. And that is incomplete.
Almost
A
fumbled.
lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Myers' kick is good, and the lead goes to 4. It's 13-9.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 3.
Money! Touchdown! New England! We're back in it!
A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Pats have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying the left side with Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, this interception did sting.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Nate with the catch. And the end zone for New England. Touchdown. His first of the campaign.
Play there. 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he goes
Ain't gonna get us with the play fake.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Under
pressure, they got him
another
again.
sack behind the line.
Wise Jr. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith
Defense
and
stepping
company
up
after the
here
sack.
late.
It's 3rd and long. Back to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone.
Stepping
We'll
up here
return with
late.
more
Can
after
they hang
this.
on?
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Oh boy, Nate, you ready to get open, baby?
Red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus
Make
far.
sure you guys
They're
like the
looking
video,
at 3rd
guys.
in the
Tell a
nose of
friend
the
about it.
football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right.
And he's
Touchdown!
in. Touchdown!
New England.
Patriots. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's
Got
caught.
it again.
And the 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
What's that move, though?
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Geno. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a...
Oh, he tried
Intercepted!
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We get that interception back.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll take this to the 46. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Make sure you guys like the video.
Now
Hit that subscribe button. I don't know what came out of my mouth right there. And if you are new, hit that follow button as well. Follow my social media as well.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try to run this one in.
Easy money for Skippy. Touchdown.
Patriot touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth
corner touchdowns. And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He hits his target, Lockett, and he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Oh, I almost picked that off too.
Where it is.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be
too
a
late
sack.
to say
But that wasn't the
sorry?
case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To the air again, Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That is caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Smith. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Marcus Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Where the hell is he throwing it to?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Might as well go for it, buddy.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Almost picked off again.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
In the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be
do
made
it, guys. 38-13
line.
will be the final here in Foxborough as time winds down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New England, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Once again, the final score here in Foxborough, we come in 2-0. 38-13 against the Seattle Seahawks. Until next week, guys, we will face the Jets in the next episode. Stay tuned in. Turn on that notification bell. And make sure you like this video. Tell a friend about it. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a busy day. And peace out.
Think about it. There must be a higher love.